is, guys? It is your boy BlastphamousHD, and if there's one thing you guys have been asking me for the longest time, it's for creepypasta reactions. Now, I love creepypastas. Unfortunately, they scare the living shite out of me, but give the people what they want, even if it hurts me. At the end of this video, I will be telling you guys one of my own scary college stories. It's probably the scariest fucking shit that could happen to any dude, any fucking where, any fucking where. I guarantee you, okay, it is way worse than any of these college stories that we is about to listen and react to. I guarantee that shit. I'm telling you, yo, way scarier. Alright, now we're probably gonna listen to maybe half the stories, and then if you guys want to listen to the other half of the stories, the link will be in the description down below to Lazy Masquerade's channel. If you guys want to go and watch the rest of the video there, that's where it's gonna be at. Alright, so with that being said, let go.
Number 1. This happened when I was in college. I lived in Isla Vista, the student community at UCSB, notorious for being a party school. It fully lived up to its reputation, I tell you that. I mean, I like to party, but holy shit, these people were off the wall. As such, there were a lot of people who put themselves in dangerous situations, drinking to excess, not being careful, not locking doors, etc. It had a very isolated and insular vibe.
Bro, I know a lot of people, weirdly enough, who like OD'd in college. Like me personally, I don't drink, right? I'm not a saint, but I don't drink. I never understood the lore. I've been drunk once, and I don't understand why people do it to such excess. Yeah, I mean, wake up and realize people have been putting their fingers in your butt. Like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to put yourself in such a situation as whereas you don't know what you did last night.
And anyone who was hanging around there who wasn't college-aged immediately looked out of place and strange. One night, after having a few drinks, I came home to my small house, where I lived with 2 other girls, probably around 2:30 in the AM. We were all serious students. I was probably the least serious, actually. And when we partied, it was not your typical UCSB mega rager. More like a small get-together with friends. We would often have a few people spend the night, sleeping on our furniture, or in our beds as the case may be. That night, my roommates had a few people stay over who I didn't know, and I saw when I returned home that one of them was sleeping on the couch. I could tell this from the shadow that I saw there. I didn't turn the light on so I wouldn't wake them up. As I was passing by the couch to enter my bedroom, I noticed that the figure was lying very stiff. He just had this weird energy to him. He was lying down, but it was like he was putting all his energy into lying as still and rigid as possible.
No.
I paused, and the guy quickly jerked his head to face me, without moving any of his limbs. He did this so quickly that it startled me. I could see his wide open eyes glinting in the dark.
No, nigga, you gotta go. No, you know what that is? PCP. Yep, every time. No, either that or acid. Nah, bro, you gotta, I ain't about that life. I'm not gonna get what you got, because it looks like with the bullshit you pulling, the police gonna get called on you and it's gonna be a shootout. I'm not gonna be in the middle of that. I'm gonna need you to go. No.
I figured that I'd startled him, or that he was drunk, or maybe on some kind of stimulant.
Yeah. Drugs.
I just hurried past into my bedroom, and I locked the door. I fell asleep, but at around 4:30 AM, I woke up. There was a strange sound at my door, almost like somebody was drumming their fingers against the wood very quietly. I lay still and listened. There were more quiet sounds, like someone was scratching the door with their fingers.
See, look, here's a life lesson to you. Always packs the toast, all right? Toast is street for gun. Get a fucking pistol, man. Damn that, huh? Drum your fingers against my door quietly if you want. I shoot that hand off. Hand belongs to me now, huh? That's just the way you gotta treat people these days, man. They gotta know if they fuck with you, they could take one to the knee like in Skyrim. Except it's not an arrow. Fucking hollow point, bitch.
Which got louder and louder, until it was clear that he was using both his hands and scratching as fast as he could.
Nope.
It created an extremely loud and intimidating sound that filled me with fear.
Nope.
I got my cell phone and texted my roommate because I was afraid to make a sound.
Oh shit.
Your friend is freaking me out, I type.
And that's when his roommate's like, nigga, what friend? Nigga, your friend outside is one of the people. Nigga, I ain't having nobody sleep on the couch tonight. And that is when you go out the window. Nigga, I open the window, start chucking all my valuables out of that shit. You know what I mean? And then they play that sound clip. Fuck that shit, I'm out, cause I am.
Is he on coke? Can you talk to him? He's banging and scratching on my door. She didn't text me back, probably because she was sleeping. So I texted my other roommate to the same effect, covering all my bases. Keep in mind that the scratching has been going on at this point for a couple of minutes. I have no idea how he could have sustained it. Scratching a wooden door with your fingernails can't feel good. He also grabbed at my door handle and jiggled it super forcefully. Because neither of them answered, I decided to call and really wake them up, though I was scared to make a sound. I know it sounds stupid, but there was something seriously horrifying about being teased like this through the door. I knew that he was trying to terrify me. I felt like a little kid, but I could tell this guy was fucked up or something, and maybe the police needed to be called.
Yeah, man, I'm all for fighting people and shit, but the last person you ever want to get into some shit with is somebody who's coked out or something, man. They can't even feel shit. You know what I mean? Like, I saw a fucking episode of Cops where a guy was in a high-speed chase with the police and both his arms were broken. This nigga ran into a fucking tree, right? But since he was on like coke or whatever drug he was on, nigga got the car and started running like this. Like, his arms is broke. It's like, what the fuck? You know, I wouldn't want to fight. You wouldn't want to fight that. Nope.
And I wanted to loop my roommates in, since it was one of their friends. The scratching stopped abruptly, and I called my roommate, who answered sleepily. I said, "Your friend is messed up. Can you please deal with this? Do you need me to call the cops? He's seriously scaring me, and he was scratching at my door, really fucking weirdly." She didn't say anything for several seconds, and when she did speak, her voice had no sleepiness in it at all. "What friend?" I replied, "That fucking guy that was sleeping on the couch." She was quiet again. We didn't have any guys over.
First of all, okay, this roommate is a shitty fucking person. The fuck you mean you wait 7 seconds, bitch? Really? You can't just say, bruh, that's not my friend. Like, you gotta wait, like, why would it, for dramatic effects, bitch? This sounds like a prank. It does.
She then said, "Call the police." My adrenaline surged, and I told her to please lock her bedroom door as quickly as she possibly could. I realized that I hadn't heard the scratching in a while, and I had no clue where the dude had gone. Suddenly, I heard a loud banging in the other end of the house, where my roommates Lauren and Monica shared a room. The bangs were followed by the sound of them screaming in fear.
Well, bitches are dead. Yep. You call them roommates, I call them decoys. You feel me? Roommates are being chopped up, murdered, turned into hamburger chuck. I take this opportunity to Zoe Berg from Futurama myself right out the front door. Woo, 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 woo. I'm gone. Nope. Sorry, bitches. But unless I'm in the friend zone, in which case, I'm not even gonna look your way when I'm running. No.
I quickly dialed the police, as this maniac proceeded to bang against the luckily locked bedroom door of my two roommates as they screamed.
Like, what is screaming gonna do for you? Is I've never heard of a killer banging on somebody's door and another person screaming, "Ah!" And the killer be like, oh shit, ah. damn it. Yeah, somebody's like, oh man, damn it, you're right. And then just like walking off. Like, no, that.
The heaviness of the blows left no doubt that he was trying to break the door down. I told the 911 operator the situation, and she dispatched 2 squad cars. The police in Isla Vista are generally used to peeling drunks off the sidewalk and breaking up brawling frat bros. But this was really serious and strange, and I think the dispatcher got the sense from the tone of my voice how terrified I was, and she stayed on the phone with me. At one point, the banging stopped, and everything went quiet. I kept talking to the dispatcher, and suddenly looked down to see that this guy had slipped his fingers through the 1-inch gap between my door and the floor, and was...
That's when you jump as high as possible into the air, and you come down with the force of God himself onto his fingertips. Ah! Like you gotta yell out some shit that they do in the martial arts movie. Half the power comes from your facial expression, which is why you gotta look really ugly when you do it.
Just kind of waggling them around, making this weird growling
Stomp
sound.
on them bitches. Stepped on them bitches, son. You better river. You
I
better crip
screamed
walk
and
them
backed
niggas.
away, which is probably my biggest regret about this situation, since when I look back at it, it would have been awesome to just stomp the shit out of those fingers and hear the guy howl in pain.
Yeah!
When the cops rolled up, I heard running and the sound of our sliding glass door opening and closing, and then he was gone. The cops never caught him. He had broken in through our side door by jimmying the lock somehow. My door was covered in what turned out to be huge scratches he'd made using a pair of scissors, which he had discarded on the ground before he left. What terrifies me most about this was that I walked right past him. I looked him right in the face. I realize now that he was not trying to sleep, and he was not on drugs, but he was lying there so stiff because he was hiding. He probably heard me open the door and freaked out because he hadn't realized there was someone else living in the house, and just tried to blend into the couch in the darkness.
Tried to blend into the couch? What type of fucked ass plan is that? Really, nigga? I'm trying to rob a house. People who own the house come back. Nigga, I just press myself against the wall. Just... They can't tell that I'm a completely different color than the wallpaper. Bruh, that is not a very efficient burglar or killer, whatever that he was. He's just not good at his fucking job. If you guys want to watch the rest of the 3 stories, alright, the link is going to be in the description down below. I told you 2, I lied. But we is going to get into this horrifying fucking college story, nigga. This story is horrifying. Alright, it's probably the scariest shit that could happen to any dude who is in college. Alright, and this shit is real. Real life. Which happened to me. I was going to CSN. Alright, now some of you guys might already heard this story. If you frequent my gaming channel, okay, because I've got about 95 true stories of dumb shit that I've either gotten myself into and or life or death situations out this bitch. The pursuit of pussy ain't safe. Shit should be an Olympic fucking event out this bitch. Shit's led to some terrible, terrible situations. If you guys want to watch some more of my stories, the link will be in the description down below, hopefully. I usually forget. But yeah, man, okay, so what had happened was, I was going to CSN, right? Met this short, petite, cute little chick. You know what I mean? I remember her name, but her name, it wasn't good. Her name didn't look like what she looked like. Her name wasn't what she looked like. Her name was horrifying. We're gonna say her name is, ew, Gladys sound like a fat bitch. We're gonna say her name was Samantha. Huh? Her name was Samantha. Fuck it. You know she was a black girl, right? So, this chick was cute. She was like 5'3", petite, you know, nice ass titties, fat ass, cute, right? So I started talking to her and shit, and at first she's a dick bag, right? But anybody who at least attempts to have game with female knows, the meanest chicks are always the cuddliest, right? Like the softest on the inside. So after about a good 20 minutes of her trying to be a dick to me, you know what I mean? Like my humor and shit kind of warms her up and she starts becoming cool with me. Now, if you guys want to hear the entire story, all the details, I'll leave the link in the description down below. You know, because this is just going to be a Cliff Notes version since we already like far into the damn video. So, what had happened was, to make a short story short, I'm not going to lie to y'all, my whole entire fucking goal for kicking it with this chick was to put my dick in stuff. You feel me? Hopefully her stuff. If you get my drift. If you don't get that drift, something wrong with you. So, she already knew what it was. You know, she already knew what it was when I called her that night and I told her, yo, we gonna kick it tonight. She's like, all right, cool. I'm like, yo, make sure you shave and shower before you come meet me. She's like, all right, cool. Now that's usually my thing, all right? That used to be my thing. Whenever I would talk to a girl over the phone, like I was letting her know, like, look, if we kicking it, like dick is good, like fucking is happening. Like I'm not meeting with you to hold hands or go on a picnic, bitch. Like it's either it's doggy style or no. Like, you know what I mean? And the way I would do that was I was telling the chick like, yo, you know, like shave and shower before we go out tonight. She's like, all right, cool. So that just let me know that she was with it. The dickening. No. Why is that like a horrible, like a bad sexual horror movie? The dickening. Like it's like The Shining, but with my penis. Me and this chick, man, we met up. We went to the top of UNLV, right? Anybody knows the top of UNLV garage? No one parks up there ever. And this was a weekend, so we had the place to ourselves. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to bring the chick to my crib because she could be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So I took her to the top of UNLV instead. So we get up there, man, we park the car. I turn off the fucking ignition, like I turn off the car. Like, this bitch get buck ass fucking naked and hop in the back seat. I'm like, I love you. You know? Like that's like I'm like damn near a single tear came down my eye. I was like, yes. Yes, Lord. So I take off my clothes, man, jump in the back seat with her and shit. I'm warming her up. You know what I mean? Foreplay's happening, you know, and there's this thing that I've read in the book that's called Last Minute Resistance. It's a girl making sure to prove to you and herself that she's not a whore, which we all know is not the case. Like, you know what I mean? It sucks in society that if a chick fucks or has sex with a dude she likes, like she's a slut or a whore or some shit. But because of that shit, females have gone to great lengths to make sure that they're not responsible for sex happening, all right? If you want more sex and you meet a girl, okay, you gotta be one, non-judgmental, two, you know, she's gotta be extremely fucking comfortable with you, and three, like, you have to be willing to understand. You have to understand that in order for the F-Shack to go down, especially like on the first or second date or some shit like fast, you have to take all the responsibility of the fucking happening off of her. You know how we know that that's actually the truth? Because what does a girl say when she fucks a guy real fast and she talks to her friend the next day and she tells her about it? What does she always say? When the girl asks her, oh my God, what do you mean you had sex, Maurice? What the fuck happened? The girl's always like, well, we were just hanging out and one thing led to another and it just kind of happened. No accountability at all. Women don't want no accountability for the shit. So you can get the vagina, but you gotta take all the responsibility of the sex happening off the table. You feel me? So, with that being the case, I already understand this. Okay, so when she's telling me stuff like, I don't think we should do this. You know what I mean? The best way I've seen to combat this shit, or the thing that works for me the most, is to say the same shit that she says back to her. You know what I mean? And then, you know, like kiss her to make sure that she is like, she's not giving you an actual objection. You feel me? Because that's rape. If you just like fucking and keep going, and she's like, no, really stop. that's usually rape. I hear it carries at least, what, 10 to 20, 15, 25. It's a long time in jail is what it is. So she's like, I never do this. I can't believe this is happening. So I stop and I tell her the same shit back to her. I can't believe we're doing this either. I never do this either. You know, kiss her to make sure shit's cool. We keep going, right? So then she's like, I never ever do this, you know, and I stop, you know, I need to make sure it's not a legit no. I'm like, well, you know, I never do this either, you know, and I kiss her to make sure shit's cool. She kisses me back, so I know shit's still on. So shit keeps going down, right? So then, now comes the moment of truth, AKA insertion, right? So put my dick in her, and shit's going, right? About a good 10 seconds into it, she's like, I just don't know. You know, I don't know if we should be doing this. So I tell her, I stop. Tell her the same shit. I don't know if we should be doing this either. You know, give her a kiss. She kisses me back. Like, aside, like she's all over me and shit, right? Like, so I'm taking it, okay, she's just saying, she's just trying to lose, she just doesn't want accountability. That's fine, right? I'm just making sure that, you know, even though her mouth is saying, you know, like, we shouldn't be doing this, like, everything else is like, no, God, please keep going. Like, I'm just making sure that she's still with it, right? So I'm getting all of those signals, and we keep going. About another 15, 20 seconds in, no bullshit, this chick, fuck, her eyes get as wide as fucking watermelon. She reaches up, grabs both sides of my face and pulls me down. And it's like, please, please stop. Please don't rape me. Please, please don't rape me. Please. I'm mortified, man. I'm fucking mortified. So that's like the worst thing that could happen to a dude, especially a non-rapist dude like me. Don't get it twisted. I'm perverted as fuck. Okay? I will grab your titties and your ass. Alright? If you're of age and bad. But I asked for permission first. When she starts screaming hysterically that I'm raping her, I freak the fuck out too. I'm like, rapist? Where? Like, where's the rape? Where's the rapist? I'm here for you. I'm not gonna let him do it. I'm confused. And she's freaking out. Please, please don't rape me. Please help. God, please don't rape. So I'm like, oh shit, I take my dick back. I'm like, oh shit. Like, no, that's not any of the plan tonight. I want consensual sex. I don't want for the other person to not be having a good time like I am. So when that shit happened, I you know, got off her and whatnot, like, oh shit, like I'll never forget it, man. She's ass naked on the other side of the back. She's just like, please, can you please take me home? Please, please take me home. Are you still gonna please take me home? So I'm like, yeah. Why would I not take you home? Like, what? And now that I think about it, I'm like, how many people have you done this to? And so where it's like, are they just not, you've done this before, and niggas just throw you out the car because you're crazy. That's what's been happening. But I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm taking you home, yeah. Like, what? Yes. So I start putting on my clothes and shit, and she's putting on her clothes, and she's looking at me. Like, I could tell she's looking at me to make sure that I'm not super crazy pissed off or gonna hurt her or something. I'm like, look, regardless of the fact if I busted this nut or not, I still had sex. Damn it, so it still counts. I'm not mad at this. Technically, I still had sex. I can tell my homeboys about it, they still gonna get me dapped tomorrow. Like, nigga, you smashed. You know it. All right. Like, I still won this, right? So I'm not even looking at this as a negative way. And that is, so the injury, I know for a fact, if I'm cool enough about the situation, she's not gonna call the fucking police on me, man. I'm scared, dude. The last thing on my mind is if I just got some ass. I'm thinking, man, how the fuck am I gonna keep from people getting into my ass when I go to jail? Because, nigga, this is 10 to 15. Okay, the only thing I really had working for me is the fact she wasn't a white girl. I'd have done 50. You know what I mean? 50 to 70. Then, if it was a white girl, thank Lord Jesus, God. So we both get dressed and shit, man, and we hop in the front seat, and I'm driving her home, and she's like, she's like still gauging how pissed off I am at her, bruh. And at this point, bruh, I'm like, nigga, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like the biggest deal is that I could be going to jail for this, but you know what I mean? Like other than that, you know what I mean? Like as far as her goes, I'm not gonna be pissed off at her. You know what I'm saying? So me, I love singing when I'm in my car. I drive, I sing at the top of my goddamn lungs. You know, so I'm driving and I'm singing and shit, and she kind of gets that I'm not mad, and she starts joining in, and we start singing and laughing and joking together, which is what led to the fucking in the first place. So like halfway home, you know, she's like, you know what? I'm really hungry. Let's go get some food. You know, and my dumb ass and all of my friends was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why didn't you just take her home? You know, I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's go get some food. You know, like we went to IHOP, she paid for everything. I'm not paying for shit because it didn't come. But then after that, you know, I think that's when I took her to the arcade, and then we chilled for like another hour and a half, and I took her home. Now, if a girl's not fucking with me, or like she tells me no or some shit, I immediately friend zone her, right? That's how I do, you know, because like I feel like if a girl don't want me, then they'll move on to the next one. You feel me? After that shit happened, right? I'm like, okay, well, this chick don't like me like that. That's cool. We could just be cool. We classmates. We could just be cool. Bruh, tell me why when I drop her off at her crib, she leans over and tries to kiss me, nigga. Like, all the way over. Like, I had such a great time with you. Tried to kiss me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, crazy bitch? And she's a bad one, too. It's like, it's always the bad bitches that's crazy. What the fuck are you talking about, bad, crazy bitch? Like, I had to, like turn the kiss into a hug. Whoa! And fucking curve her and give her the hug and shit. And so after that, I was just like this bitch is crazy. Like, what the fuck? It gets way worse. There's more shit that happens. If you want to listen to that, links in the description down below to the entire story. Bruh, I get home and I crack open a bag of Cheetos, take my pants off, turn on some anime, nigga. It's about to go down, right? Anime, hot Cheetos, pantsless. It's lit, right? And I get a call from her right before I get the first hot Cheeto in my mouth. And, you know, I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm not gonna be mean to this chick. Yeah, I'm talking to her on the phone and shit, blah, blah, blah. We took like a half an hour. And then she's like, do you remember in the car when, you know, we were having sex? And I was like, fuck! Did not want to talk about this, but shit, whatever. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. She's like, yeah, remember when I screamed at you, like, please stop. Like, please don't rape me. Please stop. And I was like, oh, shit, 100% going to jail for this. Yeah, I remember that. And she's like, yeah. So why did you stop? Why didn't you keep going? And I'm just like, why didn't I keep going? What the fuck? I didn't know how to take that. I'm like, cause I'm not a fucking rape. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not going. Why I didn't keep going? She's like, yeah, you know, I wanted you to keep going. Like, I really wish you wouldn't have stopped. I was having such a great time. And I'm like, bitch, you get raped? That's not where I'm from. That's not a good time. At least not for me. And damn sure not for the female yelling it. What the fuck do you mean? God, bruh, come to find out, bitch had a rape fetish. Bitch had a rape fetish and just was reluctant to let your boy know. What up? That's at the tippy top of the list of shit that you gotta let me know before we fucking. That's not some shit you spring on the net. Like, I can understand, oh, well, you know, I have a boyfriend. You know what I mean? Spring that on your boy, that makes, yeah, I mean, okay, understandable. Oh, you know, I could or could not be on my parent. Like, that sucks, too. Like, that's some shit you should let a nigga know. But at least that's a lot better than I want you to rape me against my will. I can't fuck with this bitch. I'm never gonna, I can't talk to this, I ain't gonna kick it with her. I ain't going nowhere with this crazy bitch. You know what I mean? I ain't going nowhere. She's clearly crazy. This is crazy, right? So fast forward about 3-4 days later, I'm kicking it with her again. And that's why I'm gonna have to let this one go, let the story go. Y'all wanna hear the rest of the story, man, links in the description down below. I'm not smart, you know, and I've never tried to tell people I was smart. Twisms.